Hey golfers, in this next video I'll be talking about spinning out golf downswing. Keep watching. Hey, it's Troy from hittingitsolid.com here. Thanks for watching. So in this video I'm talking about spinning out golf downswing. This is more of a better player's problem, but I still do see it in high handicaps, and it's something that really needs to be fixed so you can get out there and play some great golf. So let's have a look. What does spinning out actually look like? Because it actually has a few different terms. It often gets called getting stuck, and it refers to spinning out too early with not only the hips but the upper body, the shoulders as well. So this angle down the line will show it best. Sometimes also called firing your hips too early. They all relate to the same thing. So if I'm set up to one here, and I go to the top. So spinning out too quickly, usually what happens is that right foot gets off the ground really early in the downswing. Those hips really turn early before there's any lateral shift. Shoulders spin open. The club normally cuts across like this, or it can easily do this. Come from the inside too much, can result in a lot of blocks, snap hooks, slices, pretty much everything. So spinning out too quickly in the downswing is a real killer when it comes to your consistency. So what are some things that you can do to really fix spinning out? Well, the first bit I mentioned was, here it is from this angle here. So if this is spinning out, you can see that I haven't done any lateral shift. My upper body is tilted back and my pelvis is really shifted closer to the ball. I've early extended, and you're in that really awkward position. So first thing we need to do is make a small or a slight lateral shift. Now the reason I said small or slight is because I don't want you to get confused with swaying or sliding like this, which is getting a lateral shift, but that's getting way too much lateral shift. I want you to get a small lateral shift towards the target, and it'll look something like this. So as we go here, it's just a small lateral shift, very small, and you'll see my feet, my lower leg and my thighs here are all in the same joint alignment. That's what we're after. This is the same for your irons as well as your driver. So we want that small shift. That's the first thing we want. Now the next thing, actually I'll show you from this angle as well, just so you get a different view of it. So we want that small shift. It's just a small shift, and we're rotating at the same time. So we're not just rotating like this. I want you to feel as though your arms are getting down quicker in the downswing. Now this is just a feeling, it won't actually happen. You may have seen some of the pros on TV doing this. I know I have. You see them, they'll get to the top here and they'll practice doing this without their hips doing too much. And what they're really doing is they're trying to get their upper body, their arms and that, to get down a little bit quicker in a better sequence in the downswing. They don't want those hips turning too quickly and getting stuck back here. They want to get those hands and arms right into that nice slot position a bit quicker. So from down the line, so that's what they're practicing. Just them getting down there a bit quicker. Won't actually happen that way in the golf swing, but that feeling will help you get a better sequence and a smoother transition. So the other thing you can do to stop spinning out, with this right foot, what I want you to do, I want you to feel like in the downswing that it actually rolls a bit this way. Instead of coming up like this too quickly, feel like it just rolls on its instep just a little bit, and that will slow down those hips, stop them from launching forward and early extending. And that can also help you get into a great impact position. Have a look at it from here. So instead of this, really feel like you're doing more this. It's especially effective with your irons and your shorter clubs, but it will work with the driver on that as well. Now, a very similar feeling that you can practice together with that is the same thing with that right foot. As you come down, I've seen people doing drills doing this. Move this right foot, sort of slide it towards the target. I've seen videos of a lot of players doing this where they swing like this and they move the leg back and in like that. It stops their hips from really getting forward and spinning out quickly. So that's a great drill you can practice at the range. And swinging through like that, I've got to watch out for the tree. That's a great way to slow those hips down. From this angle, really move it in. It's a difficult one to do, but one you can practice at least with your shorter shots to get those feet working properly, because that right foot has a lot to do with spinning out quickly. Now, another drill you can do, I use this for many things and it works so effectively for getting sequencing of the downswing, really slows those hips and those shoulders down from spinning out too quickly. It's just a simple step drill. So set up to a ball, or just practice this in your living room. Get your normal stance, take a back swing, bring your front foot to your trail, and then just step out. Now what that does is it trains your body to get the sequencing right, and it makes sure that you get that little shift and then the rotation. Because what I want you to do is really feel a small lateral shift and then a rotation. Really important, spinning out is getting too much rotation from the lower and upper body. We still need rotation. We just need to make sure we just get the right amount of rotation, we get it at the right time. So the step drill is fantastic for practicing that. So you get your stance and practice doing that. That will really get your hips and your shoulders working properly and help you become a lot more consistent. These tips have really helped you out. Make sure you smash that like button, it really helps me out. Now, what will help you out even further, I've got a video coming up that talks about weight shift versus hip turn. Ties right in with this spinning hips video, or spinning out video, so make sure you watch it. It's coming up. Do you want to know how to play better golf? Click and watch the video on your screen now. It's going to go into more detail about golf weight shift versus hip turn, which ties in really well with this video to help you make a great golf swing. Do you want to know how to play even better golf? Consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.